I'm your host, Nicholas McCannon, coming at you from sunny Phoenix, Arizona, kicking off the TV premiere of the Phoenix Underground. Each week, we bring you some of the most talented artists, musicians, and athletes to get to the bottom of why they excel in the paths that they have chosen. Tonight, we have local off-road racer Krista Smith, plus a live musical performance by the band The Fairy Bones, and plenty more, so sit back and get ready for the Phoenix Underground. We're kicking off the first season out here at Wild Horse Motorsports Park for the first race of the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series with 19-year-old Krista Smith, who started in 2008. You made the switch to buggy racing because of the age restriction. Did you find that transition difficult?
It was difficult because in the trophy cart, all I had was a gas and a pedal, and a gas and a brake. And in the buggy, I have a clutch and I have a turning brake, so it was kind of hard to get used to, but I made a lot of practicing in, and I got better.
Are you the only person in your family that races?
No, I have a cousin, Jacob Person. He races a Pro 2 truck and the Lucas Oil Big Series, and he races the Arizona Short Courses races.
And what is the Pro truck?
It's a Pro 2. It's kind of like a trophy truck, but it does in the short course races.
Okay. What is your personal code of conduct while on the track?
Just keep my lines and listen to my spotter and do not make any mistakes. And if I do make a mistake, just clean it up and work harder for the next time.
Have you ever had any really bad accidents? And if so, how did you get the mental stability to move past that?
I've had a lot of accidents on my trophy cart, but you just need to work past your fear and just get going again, get back on your wheels and just keep on going.
As a young driver, how do you feel about other young drivers that disobey by texting and driving?
I don't really like texting and driving. I don't do it myself, but people can save their text for when they get done driving.
Okay. While on the circuit runs, you probably see a lot of the same drivers. Is there anyone in particular that you like to race with?
I like racing with all my competitors and everyone I race against. They're all fun to race against.
Okay, and how about anyone that you aren't particularly fond of?
I like everyone I race against. I don't dislike anyone.
Do you have any specific advice for kids and teens that want to get into racing?
Yes, if you want to come out to the races, Arizona short course races, just come out here, and if you want to get into it, talk to the drivers, racers. We're all friendly, and they'll talk to you about anything and tell you how to get started.
Okay, and one last question. Who are you sponsored by?
I am sponsored by Dirt Girl Off-Road Clothing, Action Auto Racing Gearboxes, Fodro Motorsports, Stand Up MRI of Arizona, and Cryo Heat, and my parents.
Okay, we're about to see her when she comes back from her race. Wish her the best of luck, Arizona. Hello, Phoenix. We're back with Krista Smith. We just saw her final race of the day, so let's ask her a few questions. How do you feel about your placement in today's race?
I did good, but I could have done better.
And what place did you get?
I got 5th.
Okay. What issues did you have during today's race? Anything you can work on for the next one?
First turn when the race started, I spun out, but I got back going again, and then in a couple turns, I missed some shifts, and I could work on that. And there was one incident where my spotter told me to go low in this one section, and I went low, and I lost a position.
Okay. What was the biggest problem you had today on the track?
Spinning out and my shifting in a couple corners.
Okay. And how was the performance of the buggy today?
The buggy was good.
Which track do you prefer, the high or the low track?
The higher, because it is the fastest and the low is the slowest.
Okay. How do you feel about being a female in a male-dominated sport?
I like it because I like racing against the guys and beating them.
Okay. And how do you prepare yourself mentally before the race starts?
I sit in my race car and think and drink water.
Okay. Are there any racers that inspire you?
Corey Weller, who races a Pro 4 truck in the Lucas Oil Series, and Danica Patrick.
And why do they inspire you?
Because they're girl racers like me.
Okay. Well, Krista, we wish you the best of luck this year. Be sure to keep up to date with Krista's performance at facebook.com/ksmithracing. We'll be right back after a quick break. Welcome back. Our next guest got together in January 2013 and released their first self-titled EP that same year in October. Tonight's musical guest is a local band, Fairy Bones, with their song Like Like. All right, Arizona, you just saw Fairy Bones, and we have them here to answer a few questions we are all dying to know. First question, what year was the band founded?
We founded ourselves in 2013, January 2013, so we're only a year old. We're babies.
Okay. How often do you guys hold band practice?
We all live together in the same house, so kind of whenever we're feeling creative, it's actually a really great and organic rehearsal process. So, whenever we're not at work, and that's what we like to do for fun as well as work, so it works really well.
Okay, what advice would you guys have for teens and kids that want to get into music?
Okay, for teens and kids that want to get into music, my main advice would be just go and do it. Like, you're gonna fail and you're gonna suck. But that's the first, it's true. You're gonna suck. I suck, and I've sucked for like my whole life, and so you just get, but I suck less now. So that's all I can really hope for. But you're gonna get better, and it's basically all practice and all just trying. You never know if you don't try.
Okay. Does anyone in the band still have stage fright?
Every time. Yeah, well, no, it's just like, you hope it goes well. Like, that's it, I don't know, it's not really, like, scary.
Well, I mean, I've been doing musical theater since I was like 12, so I've been like kind of living on stage my whole life. But I still get, if it's like a really big show, if there's like too many people here, I'm like, there's no way I can pull this off. I'm gonna die. Like, yeah, I still have stage fright, absolutely. But it's half of the anxiety and the pressure. It's kind of what makes it fun. So I like it. I don't want it to go away.
How about you? Still have stage fright?
No, not really. No.
So what is your guys' reason for getting into music?
Oh, reason for getting into music. I really like music. I don't know. That's a loaded question. I'm not ready for this. I don't know. Move on. I don't know.
Drumstick showed up one day, and I just started practicing, and that was it. It's been 22 years now.
He's old. My reason for getting into music, I guess I have a hard time communicating with people with words, which all of my exes could probably attest to. So music is a really good way for me to express what I'm actually trying to say, and it always has been, and I think that does have a lot to do with my musical theater background. So it's really like a very expressive form. It works better for me than actually talking to people.
Okay. And how about yours? What's your reason for getting into music?
I don't know. I just like doing it.
Okay, nice answers. So anyone in particular you'd like to give a shout out to?
My mom and dad, who have helped me the whole way. Seriously, the most amazing and supportive parents in the entire world.
Okay. Any of you guys?
Mom and dad as well.
Mom and dad, yeah.
They're brothers,
Yeah.
so they're brothers. So.
Yeah, our parents, because we borrow our mom's car for every show.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Do you have any other jobs other than music?
When people ask me what I do for a living, I always say I do this band because it takes up pretty much my entire life, all of my emotions, everything. But I do have a job that pays for most of it. I'm a marketing director at a local company, so it actually translates really well to marketing for the band and everything like that. So, yeah.
Okay. Other job?
Serve tables.
I groom dogs.
I work at a restaurant, so.
Okay. How does music in general affect who you are as a person?
Oh, that's a really big question. I would like to break out into song at any moment, like at any time. Like if I'm ordering a hot dog or something like that, like that's the perfect time for a song, in my opinion. Well, you know what I mean? Like that's how I would like to live my life. I'd really like to just break out in a song at any moment, so it affects my entire life. I'm constantly on the way home. Somebody just stole our radio. We live in Phoenix, so somebody just stole our radio from our car, so we don't have any music. So it's actually been a blessing because every time I'm driving home, I get to make my own music, which is quite nice, and it gives me time to write stuff. So yeah, it just affects pretty much everything.
How about you?
How does it affect me as a person? I don't know. I listen to some weird stuff, so I guess I'm a weird person. I don't
Do you
know.
have emotions?
No, not even a little. No.
How does it affect me as a person? It's calming me down. It's making me more relaxed. So that's good.
It calms me down also, and they basically said everything. I don't know. There's not much more to say about it.
Has it changed your lives in a negative or positive way?
Being in a band, it has definitely changed my life. But giving it some kind of meaning or purpose, I honestly couldn't imagine not being in a band. I don't know what I would do with my life. I don't know how I would feel about my life if it wasn't for being in a band, because it gives me drive to be hardworking. It's a lot of positive things. I get up every day knowing exactly what I want to do. So I can't say there's anything negative about it, honestly, except for I'm very tired all the time.
Okay, you said both. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, it's like, I wouldn't say it's negatively impacting life, but it's like, as it changes everything, there becomes more challenges. So then it's like, a whole bunch of oh man, I thought I was really doing good at something, and now I'm like, oh, all this other stuff I can do better at. That's, I guess. It's not really bad. Challenging. It makes it more challenging.
Okay. Well, you heard him first from the Phoenix Underground. Keep up with them on Facebook and iTunes, and we'll catch you next week. Each week, we're going to bring you a new original short film that is either created by us or the shorts that you submit. We'll have all the info to submit your video shortly, but here's this short film directed by our very own camera operative, Travis Sunderland. It is called Mistaken Identity.
What do you want?
Who do you work for?
What do you mean? I work at Fatso Burger.
No. Who do you work for?
I just told you.
Hit him again.
What the do you want with me?
This is your last chance.
Okay, fine. I work for Tim Glock. Why? What do you want with the manager of Fatso Burger anyways?
You're lying. We've been following you for 3 days now.
I don't even know how that's possible. I just got back into town from LA.
Bull. We have pictures of you and your employer.
I'm telling you the truth.
Tell me what I want to hear, or you'll disappear forever.
How many times do I have to tell you I work for Tim Glock?
We know you're working for Dan Hiddle, okay? We just need you to say it!
Who the is Dan Hiddle?
Untie him. I'm sorry. Seems we made a mistake. Alright. Just take this and forget that this ever happened.
Fine. Can I ask you a question?
Sure. Go ahead. Shoot.
My thoughts exactly.
Oh! What the man? We gave you money. We were gonna let you go. Why the did you do this?
Really? You know you weren't just going to let me walk out of here.
Yes, we were.
Really? Plus, I do work for Dan. He's gonna be really happy now.
This is Detective Jane Walker Vlog 4. They took my teddy.
What are you doing here? What did I tell you to do?
Shut my eyes and then someone said, but I did it, then I jumped in your trunk.
My trunk? Safe, that's never my trunk. You know that. You're old enough to know that.
You took my teddy.
Alright, you need to listen, okay? There are real men in there. This isn't some book. This isn't some game. These men, these bad men, if they knew you were here, they'd make me kill you. Do you understand that? You can't be here. You need to go. You need to go away. I'm sorry, but you gotta go.
Wait. Where?
Home? Or anywhere but here, home. Around the corner is my van. You need to take these keys and you need to go in there and you need to hide it. Don't let anybody get in, okay? Wait until I get back. Do you understand? Alright, you need to go. Hurry up, wait. I know you're too young to understand this, but I'm sorry, okay? Just go ahead and go.
Who are you?
I was told I'd be safe here.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were one of them.
But they sent you here to get away from them as well?
Yes, they took my brother.
Well, they killed my nanny. And soon my daughter. Why didn't you call the police?
I can't. Why haven't you called the police?
Because it's my status.
Same here.
So what are we doing here?
I don't know. I was told to wait here. Just been waiting.
Okay. Let me see that gun, please.
Why?
Just give me the gun. You're gonna stay here, right?
What are you doing? What are you doing? That's mine. They
I'm
told
gonna
us.
save my daughter.
They told us to wait. Where are you going? Dad!
Well, that's all we have for you tonight. Be sure to come back next week where we will be at Phoenix Am. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Phoenix Underground, as well as our own website, www.evilarts.net, where you can also pick up your Phoenix Underground merchandise, plus a chance to come on the show and co-host with me by just donating to our fundraising campaign on Indiegogo.com. See you next week, Phoenix.